Brian, tell me about the building blocks that you use for a financial plan here at Madrona Financial.
Yeah, there's essentially 5 building blocks that someone will want to address when putting together their financial plan. I think it's critical to do all 5 well. Many plans really suffer when all the different building blocks aren't accounted for. The first one is cash flow in retirement. We know we need cash flow when we retire. We need monthly checks coming in to spend. The next one is, how are you going to invest your money? Are you going to invest aggressively, not aggressively, stocks, bonds? What is that going to look like? The third building block for most people having a successful financial plan is real estate. Analysis of real estate, active versus passive. Are you going to do 1031 exchanges, Delaware statutory trusts, etc.? The fourth building block is making sure that your big expense, income taxes, is accounted for. So we have to do income tax planning, and that's something that you do over decades, not just in the moment. That might be planning ahead for tax-free income in retirement, such as through a Roth or through a fixed index universal life, or selling at the right time, and et cetera, et cetera. And then the fifth building block is your legacy, your estate planning, your trusts, and so forth. So again, to reiterate, there's 5 building blocks: your cash flow in retirement, how you're going to invest your money, your real estate component, your income tax planning, and your estate and legacy plan.
So Brian, it seems like that each of these plans is custom tailored to the individual. It's not one plan that fits all, is it?
No, there's never one plan that fits all. Everything is customized when doing financial planning. And you might have 2 people that have exactly the same scenario going on, but very different advice, and it could be often, I meet with a couple and they have the same financial, resources and so forth, but very different ideas about what they want to do. One wants to be very aggressive and one wants to be very conservative. And the joke I usually make is the objective of today's meeting is to make sure each of you is equally dissatisfied with whatever we come up with, because you're not going to be on the exact same page every time. So it's important that they are customized even between 2 people.
Brian, what is the challenge for the retiree or the person who's looking to get a plan like this out there in the world?
This is a national challenge because we have been geared to think, we take our investments to the people on the corner in the strip mall and they invest our money. And then I got this guy I golf with who sells me insurance, or I went to some seminars and they told me I should buy insurance. I got my banker over here. I don't have an estate planning attorney, but I was able to get a will online. I got a CPA, but he can't talk to me about his taxes, our taxes, and the financial planner says they can do all that, but honestly they really can't. So here's the thing that's going on in America. When most people go to their financial advisors, they cannot get access to these 5 areas. Maybe they have a great financial advisor, but I guarantee that financial advisor is probably not licensed to give income tax advice, estate planning advice, or real estate advice. At best, they can do stock market allocation and maybe insurance company products, that kind of cash flow planning to some degree. But without these other very important areas, I think that financial plan will fall short.
What's your story? How did you come up with this 5-step plan, and why did you do it this way?
It was not really a plan to get there. I started out as a CPA and was a partner of a CPA firm. And then I had a client was selling a business. I was helping him negotiate that and work out the taxes and do the planning on that. And he says, well, we're going to want you to invest our money when we're done with this. I said, I can't do that. He said, why not? I said, I'm not licensed to do that. He said, well, Brian, get licensed. So I got licensed. So I had the tax planning, the estate planning part done, but now I could do investment allocation. But I had to add a couple other things, the cash flow and the real estate to that too. So over the years I became insurance licensed, so I could do the cash flow with the fixed index universal life and indexed annuities. And then the real estate thing really worked. Being a CPA all these years, a lot of my clients had real estate. Did years of research on the Delaware Statutory Trust. Now I'm a national coach and writer, speaker on those topics too. So now we finally got to a point, after many years of study, we have a firm that is at the top of our game in the real estate area, in the income tax planning, of course, the estate and legacy trust planning, of course, being the CPAs, the income planning, and the investment allocation. So we really kind of do it all, and there's not a lot of firms that can do that. because honestly, you kind of have to have integrated CPAs that are financial advisors to be part of that process, and frankly, very few investment companies out there can offer that.
Sounds like a bundle of services all under one roof.
It is that.
Brian, thanks for telling us about your 5-step process.
You're welcome.